So everyone seemed to be interested in the LTD, so I thought I'd make another video about it. This is a 66 Ford LTD or Galaxie 500 LTD. And like I said in the post, it's actually originally a 289 car with a single pot master cylinder manual brake booster. It was an AC car. Still got AC in the front, and then the extended AC box in the back. And this is just a junky old tired 360 that I pulled out of a F-150 or F-100 frame that I had bought from somebody else, mainly for the engine and transmission. Was originally going to go on my my 66 Galaxie convertible. But I found the engine in that was a 352, and it's in really good shape. Once I took it all apart, I did a head job on it, and it's up and running. Now I'm going to do is convert it over to a 4-speed automatic with a converter or a adapter plate, and then that'll be a nice cruiser. But this car was originally bought because I wanted just the front grille. Has a nice grille on it. Has the same as my Galaxie used to have, but it's not all smashed up. I'll show you a video or pictures of my Galaxie separately. But yeah, this one has a beautiful grille on it. It was worth just what I paid for the car. And then I got into it and I started tearing into this car thinking I was going to gut it for parts, but it was just too nice a shape. So I decided to throw that engine in it, hoping it would work. And I went through and painted it up real nice and put valve covers on it, just to find out that she's got a ton of blow-by and some other problems. Like, I'll post a video of it running in a second. But yeah, I mean, this car is pretty straight body. It's got a little rust down in the rockers, but the doors all work nicely. The upholstery's shot, but you know, whatever. But yeah, it's got the original AC dash, which could use some work. Let's see if it'll start for us. Oof, you can hear that lifter. Runs okay. It just, like I said, tons of blow-by. As it warms up, it'll really start pumping out. Burns oil. Slow to respond. And I gotta fix a leak on the transmission too. I think the C6 is probably about just as roasted. When we took it apart, it was caked in carbon buildup, so I have no doubts that it probably seen a ton of miles. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it sounds good at idle. And then there it is. Now it's ticking. Comes the smoke, the warm-up smoke. So yeah, as it warms up, it'll get louder and louder, and the oil pressure pretty much goes to zero. I got some oil in it right now, some 1540, I think, which is helping, but you know, that can only do so much. But yeah, I will get this back on the road. I got another 390 for it. Even has the clock option. I don't think it works though. Radio unfortunately doesn't work either. But the floors are all in nice shape. they're all kind of rust free, which is why, again, I thought I was planning to use the floors and the grill parts and some of the dash for the Galaxie, but I think this is just too nice of a project for somebody. So we'll probably drive it for a little bit and then move it on to somebody else. So there's the original grill from my Galaxie, or what's left of it. I got pictures of it when it was sold at auction, and it was flawless. And then sometime when it was sold at auction to the previous buyer, I think it must have rolled forward on transport and smashed into something else, because it just got demolished. I mean, it was hit hard just in the grill. So yeah, unfortunately, kind of wasted. So I put it on the wall because I thought it made cool wall art. And you'll have to excuse the mess. It's kind of a work in progress right now. I just got done moving out the Galaxie, or the LTD, which was right there. And this is the original 352 that came in this car, another AC car, AC airbox, power boost, power brake, single pot master. Originally a 352 car. It's got an MX transmission in it. And when I got it, it was barfing coolant out really bad. It had been apparent that this car had sat for a long time, parked for probably 15, 20 years. Last sticker on it was from 92 or something like that. And so I pulled the heads off it. Everything I found there was super clean. You could still see the hash marks in the cylinders. I think this is an original like 60,000 mile car, based on how clean the inside of that engine was. So I just sort of knocked all the carbon off it. I did rebuild the heads, and paint them up and put them back on, and I threw an Edelbrock intake on it. When I got this one, it had all the original accessories on the top of the engine, the original belts, everything was there. It had even the original Ford clamps on the hoses and everything like that. So really, really good shape. And I got all that stuff in a box. I kept it all. I would like to return the AC on this car eventually. But the body's a little rougher on this one. Someone did some body work on it there. What I'm going to work on is just cleaning up this here. Obviously there's kind of holes throughout here. And then this is probably the worst of it. I'll have to rebuild that whole section of it. And then they were clearly parting parts of it out. So there's some parts of the top cylinders were missing. The top does work. I got it to open and close after oiling it all up and kind of greasing here and there and making it work. But man, the floors are just shot. So I've already started working on building new floors for it. Because I got sidetracked. I need to get back to it now that the LTD's out of the way. I've got the inner floor brace out. So I'll finish fabricating some new floors for it. Now I got the other one as a template. Like I said, I was going to cut the floor out of that LTD, but it's too nice. I can't do it. I can't cut it up. So yeah, so some more floor work. The dash is completely trashed. Top was left down in this car for however knows how long, and I have the seats from it. They're pretty much completely trashed. The dash is completely trashed. I don't anticipate any of this stuff works. I've got some spare parts from another 65 that I bought from somebody. So I'm hoping to piece together enough to make it into a driver. Got to get a new windshield, obviously. I got a new door glass for it. I need to get some interior panels, obviously. I got a new top that I'm going to put on it. And then, like I said, just take a lot of body work eventually. But bumpers are in decent shape. You know, the rest of the frame's in good shape. The engine runs great. I mean, just flawless. She just purrs and no blow-by whatsoever. I forget what the mileage says on this car, but I believe it's not rolled over. I mean, you can look at the brake pedals and the accelerator pedals, and they're perfectly clean. So yeah, it's a pretty clean car by all definitions, but she's just been neglected for a long time. So put some new floors in it, and then hopefully take it on power tour.